Hi, welcome to Quick Maths with Ceci, where I teach you how to solve maths differently and quicker than the way you are taught in the classroom. Now, this video is the first of the 3-part video on how to multiply 2-digit numbers together. In each of the 3 videos, I'll be showing you 3 different methods that you can use, to multiply 2-digit numbers together. So I'm sure you're excited to learn. So why not grab your pen, your paper, and your seat so that we can learn together, today. So I'm going to write an example on the board and then we'll solve from there. So let's say we're given an example to solve 13 by times 11. Now, I know that you're already familiar with the classroom method for solving this, so I'm not going to bother you with that. I'm going to go straight into, the method that I want to teach. And so, to solve this in this first method, we are going to be using 3 steps, to solve. Now, our first step will be to multiply the unit digits of these numbers together. So that means you are going to be multiplying 3 by 1. And so 3 times 1 gives us 3. So we write that here, 3. Our second step will be to cross multiply. So we're going to be cross multiplying this way. That's 1 times 1, that gives us 1. And then 1 times 3, that gives us 3. And then we add up the product of our cross multiplication. So 1 plus 3 gives us 4. So we write that here, 4. Our third step will be to multiply the tens digits together. So we are going to multiply the tens digits together, and that is 1 times 1. Now 1 times 1 gives us 1, and so we write that 1. And that's the answer to that question, solved in just 3 steps. Now let's take another example. Let's say we have to solve 14 times 12. Now 14 times 12, remember our first step is to multiply the unit digits together, and that's going to be 4 times 2. Now 4 times 2 gives us 8, so we write 8. Our second step will be to cross multiply, so we multiply 1 times 4, which is 4, and then 1 times 2, that gives us 2. And then we are going to add the product of our multiplication, of our cross multiplication. That means 4 plus 2, and that gives us 6. Our third step will be to multiply the tens digits together, and that is 1 times 1. Now 1 times 1 gives us 1, and so our answer is 168. Now let me take another example so that you will know what to do when we have to carry over. So let's say we have this example that says we should multiply 16 by 13. Now 6 times 3 gives us 18. So we will not write that 18, we'll write 8, and then we'll bring our 1 up here so that we can add it to whatever value we have there. Then we go to the next step, which is to cross multiply. So 1 times 6 gives me 6, 1 times 3 gives me 3, so 6 plus 3 gives me 9. Then we also have this one that we carried over from the previous step. So 9 plus 1, that gives me 10, and so I'll write 10, and I bring my 1 up here. And then I go to the third stage, which says that you multiply the tens digits together. So 1 times 1 gives me 1, plus this 1 that I have brought over, so that gives me 2. And I have it there. My final answer is 208. Now let's take a last example. So let's say we have 34 times 23. 34 times 23. Now 3 times 4 gives us 12. And so we write 2, we keep the 1 up here. Then we do our cross multiplication. 2 times 4 is 8, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 8 gives us 17, plus 1, that gives us 18. So we write 8, and then we bring 1 up here. And then 3 times 2 gives us 6, plus this 1 that we have up here, that gives us 7. And that's the final answer to that question. So this is the first method that you can apply, to solve these kind of questions, and I'm sure that you agree with me that is quite shorter than the normal classroom method that we have. Now I'm going to give you some 2 exercises. You are going to solve them for me in the comment box and tell me how many seconds it took you, to get your final answer. So you are going to solve 33 times 24 and 17 times 21. I want to see your comment, your answers in the comment box, and more more importantly, I want to see how many minutes or seconds it took you to solve that. So that's the end of the first method, for multiplying two-digit numbers together. In my next video, I will be showing you another method that you can use to multiply two-digit numbers together. So before you leave, I would love you to like this video, subscribe to this channel so that you can, quickly get alerts as soon as I upload a new video. And I'd also like you to share it with as many of your friends that you think can get value from the video. So thanks for watching today's episode. I'll come your way again in the next episode.